Hello everyone and happy Good Friday. I'm Kevin K from Sugarloaf United Methodist and I am so excited for what's about to happen. Easter Jam is going to be an amazing experience. But before we get started, there's one thing you should know. Easter Jam is for the whole family. If you're a college student, Easter Jam is for you. If you're a teenager, it's for you too. If you're a younger kid, Easter Jam is for you. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you're an adult, Easter Jam is for you. Get ready for Easter like you've never seen it done before. The only way to not have fun is to not participate. So before we get into it, is there anybody missing? If so, hit the pause button, go grab them, have them join you, because this is about to be an amazing experience. And we are starting in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
All right, so there are two types of people in this world. Those who love things and those who do not. I don't know about you, but how in the world can you eat these? They're just so cute and grainy. I don't know about you, but no. How about you? Are you a fan? If you like these peeps, I want to see a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. All right, guys, on the count of 3, show me. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Different opinions out there for sure. Some of you love these and some do not. Regardless of how you feel about these, you are going to love our challenge. It's peep jousting. I know, right? So fun. So let's take a moment, learn how to joust, and then I'll tell you when to start. All right, guys and girls, this is where the fun begins. Take a moment and divide into Team 1, Team 2, Team A, Team B, whatever you choose. And get ready, because this is where the fun begins. Once you divide into your teams, you will go and grab your peep and make sure you make it fun. Add a little something. I mean, you can just have a peep, or you could have Sir Peep, or you can have Starburst, or whatever. Take your time, have fun, make sure you draw on it, do something beyond just the basic, because whatever you do for your peep will make it stronger in battle. Now, after you get your peeps ready, make sure you give it a grand name like Sir Sugarcoat or Chickadee, whatever. It's totally up to you. But make sure once your chicks are ready, that you prepare them with a sword. And what sword would you ask? The sword of greatness or a lightsaber, whatever you like. You will take your sword and you will insert it into your peep to get it ready for battle. Once your peep is ready and the other teams, you'll put them together on a plate and they'll get ready for battle. So you wonder how they battle? Pretty easy. First off, put your microwave on 45 seconds. Now, remember, they're going to get large. And the moment they do, the first one that pokes the other, boom, wins. Now, I will tell you this. I know I said 45 seconds, but the moment it goes, boom, turn it off. Trust me, learn the hard way. But guys, make sure that you have fun because this jousting tournament is one for the books. Have fun. All right, get ready, get set, go.
How'd it go? Who won? We want to see your pictures, so post them with hashtag Sugarloaf Easter Jam. Now, you guys ready for another game? So for this game, you guys are going to need a laundry basket full of socks. So the socks, doesn't matter if they're clean or dirty, all that matters though is that they match. So I'm gonna give you guys a second. You guys can press pause and go get all your equipment that you need, your socks in your laundry basket, and then we'll get started with the game. All right, you got your gear, got your socks in your basket. So here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna choose 2 people from your house to play this game. You're gonna take your basket of socks here, and you're gonna dump them out. Now don't worry, the socks are gonna make it back in this basket real soon. You're gonna wanna put this basket over on one side of your house. There you go, one side of your room, there you go. So then the other thing is you have to find 2 socks that match. Oh, there we go. Once you have the 2 socks, you're gonna ball them up, and it's gonna make it a little bit like an Easter egg, right? So we have our Easter basket, the laundry basket on one side of the room, and then you're gonna have your Easter eggs here. So the most people who can get their eggs in the basket in under a minute is gonna win, right? So we'll throw that one in the basket there. Kobe! And when I say go, we're gonna get started. All right, when I say go, we're gonna get... All right, now that that's over, we can work on getting the game started. Whew. Hopefully your family is nicer than mine. Hey. What are you doing?
Well, I'm ready to play. You said I took 2 people. 2 people. I've been preparing for this my whole life.
Your whole life?
All right, fine. Like 20 years or so.
You know, last time I checked, there was not a lot of matched socks in my sock drawer. Sure you've been doing it for 20 years? Sorry.
Want to start doing your own laundry, buddy?
Abort! Abort! All right, we're gonna get back to the game. The game is gonna get started in 3, 2, 1.
All right, families, come back here. So who won? I mean, that was crazy, all those socks flying around. And I wanted to let you know that whoever won this gets socks. No, just kidding. Adults, please make sure whoever won this gets some sort of special treat. So I hope you're having fun so far. And see, we're celebrating because it's Good Friday, but we know Easter is coming. If you don't know the story of Easter, that's okay. Today we'll talk about what makes Easter a special day. Maybe the most special day, the happiest day ever. See, but before we get there, I know you have a lot of friends and family that would love to hear from you. To make that happen, you have a few options. Pause this video and pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter.
Wow, I just got like 9 texts from our crew saying Happy Easter. Thanks, fam. Nice. Even though we're celebrating a little differently this year, Easter is still happy. And not just because of the chocolate bunnies, the peep wars, and the Easter baskets. It's still happy because of what happened 1,000 years ago at the first Easter. It's the world's most powerful story, and yet so simple. It's so simple that it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then He died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely He was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took His body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now He was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down His life. Through God's power, He defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, He's promised to return, so we can live with Him forever.
Wow, that story amazes me every Easter, that God sent His Son into the world to remind me that He is greater than anything that could happen in our world. You know, the simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof to me that I can face anything. I like to think about it this way. I can because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. Or I can be brave because Jesus is alive. Or I can have hope because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. Why don't you at home see if you can add to my list of things that you can do because Jesus is alive? As a family, I want you to answer this question by filling in the blank. I can because Jesus is alive. Go ahead and pause the video now. Come up with your list, and I'll meet you right back here when you're done. Awesome. I love conversations where we remember everything God's done for us in the past because it helps us to trust Him with what's going on in our life right now. And I hope that that's true for you too. Because you know, the hope we have in Jesus is really what makes Easter so happy. We want you to keep making those happy memories with your family this Easter weekend. So, here's your next challenge. And we need the technology geniuses to step up to the plate. So go ahead, decide who that is in your family right now. Is it mom? Is it your teenager? You got it? Awesome. All right, here's the challenge. Right after this video is over, we want you to either go outside or find your favorite spot and take your Easter family photo. Now, we don't care if you're in your PJs or if you're in your cute clothes, and we especially would like to see some with the funny filters and the silly faces, but we just want you to post it on social media. We don't care which style you pick. Post it and tag us at Sugarloaf Easter Jam because we want to be part of your Easter weekend too.
You have come, we have found life everlasting. Now alive to know your freedom never ends. Sing you alone, you alone have made a way for us in your love. You are life, I'm living in the light of my Savior, dancing in the arms of forever. I'm singing like I'm walking on water. You are life, alive in me. Hands up. From grayish skies to living color, you have called us. In your life, your light uncovered the world to see. Oh, sing you alone. You alone have made a way for us in your love. You are life. I'm living in the light of my Savior, dancing in the arms of forever. I'm singing like I'm walking on water. You are life, alive in me. I give my life to follow, 'cause your love is all I want now. You are life, yeah. You are life, alive in me. Come on, sing this out. For all the world to find your love, for all the world to see that you are God, forever be lifted high. Sing the one who holds, come on. The one who holds the universe and every beating heart across the earth. Jesus be lifted high. You are life, you are life. I'm living in the light of my Savior, dancing
Hey, this is Pastor Stephen here, and I am so glad you and your family were a part of Easter Jam with us on this Good Friday. You know, one of our hopes was to engage all together, to make some family memories, and to remember this gospel story of Christ's great love for us. Hey, don't miss out on Easter Sunday. We want you to join us for worship at 11 o'clock. We're going to be online all over the place, but most importantly, our Facebook page. So make sure that Easter Sunday is extra special for you and your family by being with us in worship. Hey, we love you guys. God bless you and happy Easter.